everybody. Welcome back to the episode of Throwback Thursday. We've got an old box today, and we've got a bunch of new boxes on the horizon. It's going to get busy around here within the next 5 days. On Wednesday, we have a double release. Pro Debut is coming out for 2025, finally, and 2025 Update is coming out on Wednesday as well, finally. So we've got that coming. We've got the boom boxes coming up tomorrow, but today we got a little Throwback Thursday action, and this is an 89 score box that was donated, actually, by one of our subscribers. They're sponsoring this one. This is from Mr. Scott Holmrast, who's got a radio station. He has a whole bunch of information here. He said he has this all typed up. I don't know what's wrong with him, but I can't read it that well. I guess it's too small of a font for my old eyes or whatever. But anyway, let's get into this. 1989 score. There's 660 cards in the set, and this was the first ever set that I ever had personally. I think it may have been Christmas of 89 when my parents bought my brother and I both this complete set. So it has a really nice, soft spot in my heart. So let's check it out. There's some notes here as well. I'm trying to read these, and it says back then 36 packs would have cost you $14. They were 39 cents a pack back then. It says today they would cost $154. That seems a bit high. $4.28 a pack. I don't know anyone out there that's spending $4.20 a pack. If I could sell these for $154 a piece, man, I would just buy tons and tons of cases of these. I think these boxes nowadays, just off the top of my head, would probably sell for around $30 or so. That's just the total guess. I've seen them for around that price at flea markets, and some card shops will have them for around there. It makes me miss the days about 5 years ago, before the whole bubble exploded, when you could buy these exact boxes for $5 to $10. There are some notable rookies in here from 1989, such as Randy Johnson and Gary Sheffield and Craig Biggio. There's no Ken Griffey Jr. in here. He's in the update set. So let's take a look at these. We got a Fred McGriff, Barry Bonds already starting us off. Barry Bonds is going to be on the Modern Era committee ballot for the Hall of Fame coming up in, I guess, January is when we'll know if he gets in or not. I hope he gets in. Him and, Roger Clemens is on there, Carlos Delgado, Dale Murphy, Steve Garvey, Fernando Valenzuela is on there as well, Jeff Kent. Some nice names. I hope some of those guys get in. I think that the best chance, I don't know who's going to go, but I think all those guys have a shot. I think Don Mattingly's on that list as well. Probably, if I had to guess who's getting in, I'd probably say Dale Murphy might have the best bet. It's an Eddie Murray that just came out. Goose Gossage. I'm going to take out all the Hall of Famers here. We got Mark Grace once again. Man, I used to love this design. I also like to look, when I look at cards from the 80s, I like to look at the backgrounds and just check out the old stadiums. It seemed like there were so many stadiums with that exact cookie cutter design. Like, for example, Three River Stadium looked very similar to Riverfront Stadium, which looks similar to Veterans Stadium. Every now and then you had those nice old stadiums like Tiger Stadium, and there's Candlestick Park, the Astrodome. I got to see the Astrodome. That old dinosaur is still up. They haven't demolished it yet. I went down to a card show down in Houston, Texas, and we actually parked in the Astrodome parking lot. There's Charlie Hayes. He might look a little familiar to you. That's Key Brian Hayes' dad. Charlie Hayes caught the final out of the 1996 World Series over there in foul territory. Let's see what else. Matt Williams. And I used to like the backs of these as well. I just really loved baseball cards growing up as a kid, and I still do. I would read the back of every single one. It didn't matter if it was some bum like Greg Matthews. I was still reading the back. There's Mark McGwire. Even though he's not a Hall of Famer, what I do is I take those cards out and I put them off to the side, because Mark McGwire could potentially be a Hall of Famer someday. It might be 30 or 40 years from now. Sometimes that's what it takes for a player to get into the Hall of Fame. Charlie Hayes there once again. I used to like these 89 rookies. That was a big deal. Nowadays, if you find a nice, shiny, numbered card with color on it, that's a big deal. Back then, you got the same feeling if you just found some sort of, 89 rookie, or just with a rookie card logo on it. There's Fred McGriff once again. Getting some repeats in here. Darrell Evans. I don't know what I was doing with those things back in the day. I remember those. They used to kind of get on my nerves. They didn't really serve a purpose. There's some trivia question on the back. There's Edgar Martinez. He's a Hall of Famer. It's not technically his rookie card. His rookie's actually 88. 88 Fleer. Here we go with this next one. Let's see what we got. Good old Mike Diaz right there. There's Alvin Davis. Steve Sachs, Mitch Webster laying down a bunt. Former Pirate right there. Bo Diaz actually passed away right around this time. He was the first player that I ever came across that passed away while I was a baseball fan. We got Roberto Alomar right there. It seems like nowadays we hear about players passing every month or so. It's like somebody else. I think we recently lost, Mike Greenwell. We lost Jesus Montero, and just kind of sad. Yorvis Medina was a guy that was like 30-something years old, just recently a big leaguer, and he passed away of a sudden heart attack. There's Chili Davis. There's Mike Greenwell. Just mentioned him. That's weird. Mike Greenwell coming out. Albert Hall trying to hold up right there on the swing. Doyle Alexander. Good old Doyle. We used to call him Doily. My brother and I, we would sometimes make up names. Doily Alexander. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Doyle Alexander was traded for John Smoltz. Isn't that a crazy trade? This old fart traded for John Smoltz, who'd become a Hall of Famer now. I guess it did work out because the Tigers used him to go to the World Series. Or not, I don't know how far the Tigers got in 87, but they were a playoff team, though. And the Braves used John Smoltz for their big run in the 90s. There's the Craig Biggio rookie card. That's a nice picture. Craig Biggio came up as a catcher, but he would move around in his major league career. Play some center field, play some second base as well. Hall of Famer Craig Biggio. There's Brady Anderson. That's his rookie card. I would have taken this card out in years past and sleeved it up because Brady Anderson was pretty cool. In fact, back in the mid-90s, Brady Anderson, I think it may have been 96 or so, 96, 97, somewhere in there. Brady Anderson popped off 50 home runs somehow. This light-hitting little leadoff hitter with no power all of a sudden was jacked and hit 50 home runs for this little guy. It was a pretty crazy time. And I remember that I grew Brady Anderson sideburns. He used to have these sideburns that I thought were awesome, and I just took it to the next level. They were like down to the side, and then it was almost like I just shaved a little 2-inch strip in the middle, almost connected to the sideburns. It looked hideous. I don't know what I was thinking. There's Robin Yount, Hall of Famer, followed by another Hall of Famer, Michael Jack Schmidt, into the Hall of Fame / big star pile he goes. There's Jamie Moyer. I think he's still around. He's still playing. I think with the Savannah Bananas, he made an appearance at like age 65. There's Terry Francona. You guys know Terry Francona, now the manager of the Reds. He's had a nice managerial career for sure. Who knows? Terry Francona might be a Hall of Famer someday. If you think of, guys that might get in, I think Bruce Bochy's going to get in pretty soon. I think that Dusty Baker's going to get in pretty soon for his managerial / player career. Sometimes it takes a good managerial career to get in. Like Joe Torre was a really good player. Didn't get in as a player, but got in as a Hall of Fame manager. Jim Leland, former player, of course, but never made the big leagues. He's a washed-up minor league catcher. He got in as a manager. I think Bruce Bochy is the clear choice for the next one, and then we'll see who comes after that. I think Dusty Baker will get in. There's Brian Fisher. Brian Fisher cards used to be in a binder for me. I don't know why. They were always in a binder. Probably just because he was a Pirate. Used to hate Frank Viola with a passion. I don't know. Just didn't like guys with mustaches or glasses back then. There's Eric Plunk. We used to hate him, obviously, because he wore glasses. Ron Jones and Doug DeCenzo with Kurt Manwaring. Kurt Manwaring. I think we had some sort of dumb name for him, too. My brother and I, we used to have fun with these players back then. Don Slott, Sluggo. Kevin McReynolds. Hated him. I always remember he had 22-0 stolen bases. One year he stole 22, or was it 21? And was never caught stealing. I thought that was pretty crazy. So Rick Horton looks like his arm's about to break off right there. What else we got? Greg Gross. Bo Jackson. Not a Hall of Famer, but man, what could have been if Bo would have just only focused on baseball? Who knows? He was just starting to become a major superstar in his early 20s. Probably would have had some 30, 35 home run years in there. If he stays healthy, who knows how far he goes. Emmy Lou just came over with a little thing that says, "Can you turn off the lights, please?" It's distracted him. Emmy, I'll turn it off in about 10 minutes when I'm done. She wrote it all out. She has this little, like, magic board that she was doing math problems on earlier. That's pretty cool. She's learning that sometimes she'll just come in and just blurt stuff out and interrupt. We've got Juan Samuel right there. Jack Morris, Hall of Famer. Hey, Jack Morris, is he rocking some long hair there? I've never seen Jack Morris with long hair, but it looks like, I don't know if that's just, I think that's just something in the background. Jack Morris would have looked pretty good with some long hair. It would have looked like Tyler Glasnow out there. Maybe I would have actually liked him. I hated Jack Morris as a kid. John Cangelosi, hated him. I should have a pile here of players my brother and I hated, players that we liked. It would be like, this is what the stack would look like. It would be like this. This would be the cross section of it. As in, these are the players we liked. The 80s, what a time, 1989. This was the year that I started getting into cards altogether. 1989. There's Elsa sneaking over and turning the lights off. Hey, Elsa. You want to come pick out a card that you like? These are 1989 scorecards. And whenever you see a card that you like, just tap me on my knee or leg or whatever, and I'll stop and give it to you. This is my good pile over here. These are the best cards, and the cards that aren't good, I'm putting over here. This is what's called the commons pile. Commons means they're not really worth all that much. Maybe a cent a piece. Let's see what else. Teddy Higuera right there. Greg Gross. Tom Henke, former closer. So, Elsa, what year do you think these cards are from? If you had to guess. What do they look like? What era? That's a fun game. We should do a Junk Wax era trivia show one of these days. My brother versus me would be a great matchup. Any guess? Bo Jackson once again. Bo Jackson. 80s is right. Do you know what year? 89, you got it right. Good job, Elsa. You've won. Congratulations, there's Harold Baines. Because you've won, you get to pick out a pack, and you get every single card in that pack. Good, pick one out. Lance Blankenship. Maybe you'll hit the Randy Johnson rookie card. Which one do you want to go with? Pull it out like a Jenga block. All right, here we go. Did you want to open it, or do you want me to open it? Me open it? Okay. Elsa's going to get all these cards for her collection. Here we go. Let's hope you get something good. Robin Yount, Hall of Famer. Mike Schmidt, Hall of Famer. I'll put your good ones on top for you. I always do that in class, too. When the kids pick out a pack, they have me look through it, and I always put the good ones on top. So, not too bad. You got two Hall of Famers, Mike Schmidt and Robin Yount. These are your best two. All these other cards are worth about 1 cent a piece. Next one up. Oh, no, here comes somebody else. Emmy Lou. Elsa just won a pack of cards. There's Jose Lind. That was my brother's favorite player growing up. Joe Carter, the hero of the 1993 World Series. Wally Backman. Charlie Hough. Emmy, I've got a trivia question for you. You ready? All right. If you get it right, you win. How old is this guy?
Right now?
No, in this picture. How old is Charlie Hough? Remember, he suffers from Charlie Hough disease. How old is he? How old does he look in that picture?
I feel like 21.
21? You're way off.
That's not.
Try 61. He looked like he was 61. Emmy, how old do I look then?
Yeah. You look 41.
I look 41, so I look older than Charlie Hough? Man, no pack for you. Did you take a good look at him? My brother and I always used to joke around and Charlie Huff looked so freaking old. Barry Larkin's a Hall of Famer. We'll give you another shot for something, Emmy, so you don't go home empty-handed.
Home.
You are home, I know. It's just a saying, Emmy. There's Edgar Martinez, another Hall of Famer. All right, Emmy, are you ready for your trivia question? Come on over. Switch places with Elsa so you're closer, since you apparently have bad eyesight. All right, are you ready? There's another Fred McGriff. That's like the third one that we've found so far. Your trivia question, if you're ready for it, is going to be, what team is Hall of Famer Edgar Martinez on? It starts with an S for the city. What team? I've got it covered up. Sonics?
Sondos.
Sondos?
Sondos?
What kind of minor league team is this?
No, Sondors.
Sondors?
Yeah, off the mind.
Emmy, I hate to break this to you, but you're 0 for 2. There's Roberto Alomar. All right, Emmy, we're going to have to go with a level 1 question. That may have been a level 2 question.
I never heard of it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Elsa. Do you know what team? You're over there basking in Emmy's wrong answer. I don't think Elsa knows either, Emmy. RJ Reynolds. All right, Emmy, come back. I'm going to give you a level 0 question to win a pack. It's a level 0, okay? I'm going to cover the name. What team did former backup catcher in number 0, Junior Ortiz, play for in 1989?
Oh my god.
It's a level 0 question, Emmy.
Oh god, this is so easy.
Pittsburgh who?
Pilot?
That's right, Emmy. You've won a free pack of cards. Congratulations.
Finally.
Emmy, go ahead and choose one of these packs here. Put your little hand in there and grab something. What is this? What's this method that we're using?
I won for 11.
That's the 11th to you? I would have said that's the second. Okay, so
11th. I need for 11th.
do you want to open it yourself, or do you want me to open it?
I want to open it.
Okay, you open it and then I'll bring it in. Then show everybody what you got. There's Tim Raines.
Oh, I found it.
Paul O'Neill.
Good.
Former first baseman, former right fielder. He always had a nice arm out there in right field.
This is so nice. Okay.
John Smiley. Hey, the girls are getting enjoyment out of these old cards. 89. I'm pretty sure Emmy's going to probably keep this and ask me these trivia questions over and over again. Stump me. Mike Greenwell right there. Craig Biggio once again. Sounds like the girls got a Darryl Strawberry over there.
Yeah.
He was actually a big star. He's a pretty good player. Played for a long time.
Last name is Strawberry.
Okay, you're making fun of Darryl Strawberry?
Strawberry. When I eat,
I never liked Darryl Strawberry when I was a kid because he played for...
Smiley.
You got John Smiley. He's a Pirate.
Yeah.
Fred McGriff for like the 4th or 5th time. Hall of Famer Fred McGriff. Hey, look who I just got. Have you heard of him, right?
Barry Bonds.
Barry Bonds.
Okay.
Second Barry Bonds of the video.
Okay. I don't even know which one.
Brady Anderson once again. All right,
I
Emmy,
don't
let
know
me
which one's so good.
I'll tell you.
Okay.
Give me your stack.
I want one of these.
I'll give it to you when we pull it out here. Hey, you got George Brett. Emmy, you got a Hall of Famer. There's Daryl.
Oh, God. Nice.
I know that you really wanted this. I'll keep that in the middle for you. You're the one person that liked those Magic Motion trivia question things. You got one good card, Emmy. It's George Brett, the very first one right there. He's a Hall of Famer. So you got one Hall of Famer. Elsa got 2 Hall of Famers. A year to remember, 1957.
I got 1940.
What? 1940?
Yeah.
I can't even think of anything that happened in 1940. to tell you who won the World Series that year or something? Here's 1967. 57 was, I think Mickey Mantle. Did he win MVP in 57? That was Mickey Mantle's like big breakout year, I believe.
I want more because
You want more of those? You collect them? Man, I mean, I wish you would have said something. I threw a bunch of them away. I've just been throwing them in the trash with the pack wrappers. Here's some more, Emmy. You can learn all about baseball history by reading the back of each of those. They're splitting them. It looks like I've got finally a home for these things. I threw away about half of them. As I was throwing the pack wrappers in the trash, those were going in the trash too. All right, we got one little stack left here on this Throwback Thursday, ripping some old packs. Jim Rice. I think we've pretty much seen everything. I'm maybe not the Gary Sheffield.
yeah, Elsa. In 2033, I'm graduating.
You're graduating in 2033. Man, that seems so far away still.
Yeah, it is.
It'll be here before you know it. There's Greg Jeffries, Dwight Smith. 89 score. Rob Dibble. Used to hate him back in the day. Hey, I got my favorite player back then. You know who it was? You better. Yeah, you guys both got his autograph. Remember we went and saw him?
Yeah.
And you both got a baseball signed by him? That was my favorite player. Even though he's not a Hall of Famer or anything, I'm going to put it in my good pile because I'm keeping that card. Andy Vance, like Mark Salas, my brother, and I hated this guy so bad, and I don't know why. We used to call him Mark Salalas. Like we would purposely mispronounce his name and call him Mark Salalas.
Mark Salalas.
And then I used to make my own cards. I used to cut little pieces of like computer plain paper into the shape of cards, and I would draw baseball cards, 5 cards per pack. I think I did a video about it like 8 years ago and showed some of them. And Mark Salalas was like the big hit. Like I just made him hideous on that. It was called All Draw, and I made 5 cents a pack. There's Ricky Henderson. I like that card a lot. Ricky Henderson and the Jose Canseco 89 highlight card. That's an awesome card. Jose Canseco. I used to love this card as a kid. Go give that to Sophia. She's up on the couch waiting for me. She said, hurry back. Go give it to Sophia.
I have to. No.
Tim Raines right there. They're fighting over 89 scorecards. Elsa, don't steal her cards.
No,
Rafael Belliard, we used to hate him, even though he's a Pirate. Ricky again. Jose Canseco again. And Oral Hershiser. Another Canseco. That was a good card back then. 40-40 was rare. He was the first one to ever do it. 40-40 also means hitting 40 home runs in a season and stealing 40 bases. Dave Parker's a Hall of Famer. Robin Yount and Mike Schmidt. Third time we've seen that combo. I'm trying to think of Hall of Famers we haven't seen yet. Like, there's Tom Glavine for the first time. I don't think we've seen, like, Alan Trammell. We haven't seen, speaking of other names, like a Roger Clemens anywhere. There's Will the Thrill Clark. Not a Hall of Famer, but we're going to stick him over there. Mike Greenwell on the 88 highlight. And John Franco. I don't think we've seen, like, a Wade Boggs, Kirby Puckett. So it's a weird collation box with, like, we've had probably quadruples or quintuples of some players. Ozzie Smith for the first time. We like Ozzie Smith around these parts. And we got one more pack left. Fun ripping some old packs with our special guest hosts, Elsa and Emmy Lou, who should be in bed right now. Greg Jeffries is the final card. Rick Russell. There's Kirby Puckett, finally. I just got a big shipments in from the jersey guy, and I'm hoping my Kirby Puckett jerseys are in there. We're going to be giving those jerseys away in our next live stream. We might be live tomorrow. I'm going to try to go live tomorrow with some Face-Off Friday and Find the Auto Friday breaks on whatnot. Basically anything goes. We'll be live with our next big breaks on Sunday night. And if you want to come on by and get $15 off, here's $15 to spend for free. All you have to do is download the Whatnot app. If you've not ever signed up for Whatnot before, use this code. They'll give you $15 for free. Who wouldn't want $15? Elsa, you want $15?
I want $15.
Yeah, I want $15. So use this link and you'll get $15 to sign up for Whatnot, and you can get into all of our breaks if you want to. Check it out. We do all of our breaks there. We also sell singles on Tuesdays, but the dates, all the upcoming shows are in the description of this video, including a really big one, Black Friday, which is the day after Thanksgiving. At the end of the month, I think I have that opened up now. You want to bookmark that show. We're selling packs for half price, like actual hobby packs from recent releases, and we're going to be focusing heavily on 2025 Topps update. Basically, Black Friday, there's no fees. So I'm going to take what I would usually pay in fees, I just get to keep. So instead of doing that, I'm going to take that money, buy some cases, and then sell those to you guys in flash sale format for half price. So you'll be saving lots of money. You'll be getting for half price what they sell for at the card shops. And come on by. Mark your calendar. We're live every Wednesday and Sunday, and then we got that Black Friday special. So thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your Thursday, and I'll see you all later. Good night, everybody.
Good night.